Hi, my name is Megan, and I'm going to be your counselor today, and I'm so excited to meet you, by the way. But what brings you in today?
So basically, I'm feeling really trapped by my father. So my dad's a single dad, and I have tons of sisters, and I'm the youngest. And so I feel like there's just a lot of pressure to be who my older sisters are. And my standards by my father are held to such high regards, and I just want to be able to be who I want to be and do what I want to do.
Absolutely. So I noticed when you started talking about your sisters and being the youngest that there was a little tension there that you just seemed a little, I guess, pent up or a little angry about that. Explain to me more your relationship with your sisters.
So my sisters are obviously they're great people and I love them with my entire heart, but also I just can't relate to them. I'm the youngest, like I said, and so I just feel like I'm very different from them, and I feel like obviously I have very different dreams and aspirations, and they've always been in the house with my dad, and I mean he's a very successful man, and so like everybody in our town is just looking at me and thinking that I need to do everything that they're doing, and I need to be who they are, and I'm just not like I'm not them, and I don't want to be them. Like I want to be my own person. I just want I want to change. Like I just don't like where I am.
Absolutely. So, what differences are you talking about? Like, how are you different than your sisters?
I just feel like obviously they're very musical people, and I also am musical, but like I want to fall in love, and I've met a boy, and he understands. I mean, I haven't actually met him, but I've seen him from afar, and while I was looking at him, I just noticed that like maybe he loves me too, and so and I mean I don't think that that's weird. I just think that I need to get out of this space where I'm at because when I'm here, I can't be with him. And obviously, like I want to be with him. Like he's the love of my life. And I knew that from the first moment that I'd seen him. And whenever I saved him from the shipwreck, it was just so exciting. And he got to see me, and I got to see him. But like I had to go back, and I don't want to go back. Like I want to stay.
So, if I'm understanding correctly, what I think I'm hearing you say is the life that you're living is not the life that you want, but that you found someone that you love and that you want to be with, but you've never actually spent time with or talked to. So, explain that relationship a little bit more.
So, Eric is also a very successful man, and he is in charge of like his entire kingdom, and he's gonna be king. And like, I know I haven't spent any time with him at all, but like from the moment that like we locked eyes, I think it was just love at first sight, you know? And like, I just don't think that anybody else really understands what I'm talking about. And some people may think that like it's a little crazy and but like I just feel like I have to change to be with him, and like I want to be able to do that, but my dad is just like not letting me do what I want to do, and I'm just honestly very tired of it, and I'm tired of him controlling me because like I'm 16 now, so like I'm basically an adult.
So, how is your father preventing you from being with this boy?
So basically, my father just like I don't want to use the word hate, but like kind of like my father hates everything that like has to do with like who Eric is. Like for example, so I like to collect like a lot of things, and like I like they're my thingamabobs, and I just like love them. And my dad found out about it one day and like went crazy. He made me throw all of this stuff away, and he was just like being a little psycho about it, and I'm just tired of that. Like he won't let me do what I want to do. He won't let me be with who I want to be with, and like it's just not fair. It's just not fair at all.
So when you're talking about your father, I can see a little bit of anger and frustration when it comes to talking about him. Why do you think you feel that way?
I just, I think that he's just very controlling. And he won't let me be the person that I want to be, obviously. And he doesn't understand that I'm an adult now. And that I love Eric. And Eric loves me. And like he's making all of my friends turn away from me too. And like that's just not cool. Like they're getting in trouble and having to hide things from him because he's the one that's in the wrong. Like obviously, like it's not me because I'm just trying to pursue like my own life and I'm trying to like distance myself from them. And he's not having it.
So, what I think I've heard you say, and please correct me if I'm wrong, but your friends, they're getting in trouble by trying to help you?
Yeah, so like for example, we like to be on little adventures and stuff. And like my friend, we were going through this place that maybe we shouldn't have, and there was this really like mean like shark like thing, and like the shark tried to get him. And so it was like this big whole thing. And I was supposed to be at a concert that my dad was throwing, like basically like showing me off to everybody, which isn't cool, like I don't want to be shown off to anybody. Like that's just rude. And so I was doing that while I was supposed to be at the little ball thing singing. So my dad got all mad and everything that whenever the shell opened, I wasn't in the shell. But like, what am I supposed to do? That I was trying to live my own life. I didn't want to be in a shell. He just keeps trying to box me in. And that's like the shell. The shell was boxing me and I didn't want to be boxed.
So when you're talking about not being boxed, other than your dad telling you what he wants you to do and things like that, in what other ways do you feel kind of closed in?
Well, I just don't really like my appearance. And because I'm so different than Prince Eric, like I can't be with him, obviously. So like it's just like if I just change like one little thing about myself, then we would be able to be together. But like the one thing is really boxing me in because it's prohibiting me to like go to where he's from and like do the things that he does, because like I can't just like flop around everywhere, like we're just so different. And so I have to change to fit him because he's not going to change to fit me because he has so much going for him. So if I could just like change that one little thing, then we'd be fine. Like I'd be good and everything I think would just be fixed and my life would be great. That, and if my dad would just quit bothering me.
So what do you think? Do you think that if you entered into this relationship, do you think that Eric would do the same thing for you?
I think that he would. I think that he's just the best guy ever. And he just really cares about me. And, I know that, like, wholeheartedly within myself, because, like, I'm going to drop everything to be with him. Like, everything. And, if he had the chance, maybe he would too. But also, no. He would. For sure. 100%.
So when I'm watching you speak to me about your the things that you would change about yourself, I sense a little bit of resentment almost, or sadness, or maybe even a little bit of anger towards the things that you're wanting to change. Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I think it's because obviously I've been this way for my whole life, like 16 years now. And so it's just maybe like a piece of me is going to leave once I make this change. And so I don't want to not be myself, like what if like I change this one thing and then like it changes everything. And like I love my voice and like I love being musical, like I was talking about. And so like what if I can't use my voice anymore? Like what if I do all of this and I'm just not the person that I was in the beginning?
Do you think that you're excited about change but also scared of it?
I definitely think that is possible. I think that change is scary for a lot of people. and since I've never been able to like get out before, and like I've been like stuck in like the life with my dad, that like change has never really occurred for us. And like obviously I was talking about like my sisters and how like I'm the youngest and they've done all these great things and they've always been with dad and like dad's always been there and like we have all these people that like help us do all these things and like so many people look up to my family that change has like never really been something that we've had to go through. And so change is definitely something that I'm not used to, but I'm definitely willing to change because I have to.
Mm. So, if I'm hearing you correctly, you're not used to change and it's not something that you're particularly comfortable with, but you would alter everything in order to be happy.
Yes. Yeah. I just think, like trying to figure out who I'm supposed to be, especially like who I'm supposed to be with Eric, makes me like want to go the full mile, like I don't want to like short myself out because of like uncomfortability. Like Eric means everything to me, and so I have to be with him, and so like I have to change, like it's just something that needs to be done, and like I just care so much about him, and like he's really like one of the best people ever.
That's great. So earlier you talked about how much music means in your life and how much it's been a part of your life and connecting you with your sisters and your dad. Explain that to me a little bit more.
Yeah, so we're a very musical family. All of my sisters are great singers, and I really love to sing in my spare time. And my dad, though I've actually never really heard him sing before, so I don't know if he's actually good at it, but he likes to listen to us and he likes to sit there. So it's always been like a bonding type thing. Like obviously I feel like my dad just isn't respecting me right now, and so I just don't know like how I'm feeling about that entirely. But like looking back into my childhood, like that was the one thing that we had where like I felt like truly seen by him and truly like heard and understood, because it feels like he's not listening to anything that I have to say anymore, and like all of like my opinions like don't matter, and he keeps telling me that I'm too young and that I don't understand and that I'm just naive, but I don't think that I am, like other 16-year-olds might be, but like not me.
Well, it was so nice to talk to you today, and I can't wait till our next session to where we can dive into some of these things a little bit deeper. But thank you for coming today.
Thank you.